Tell you, that sun is bright. Holy cow. Tennessee weather for you. I just can't beat it. I think it was like 64 degrees yesterday. Today it's like 33. So if you don't like the weather here in Tennessee, just wait. It'll change in a minute. Today's video is special as we launch into something completely new, something kind of a journey, if you will. And I really hope you'll join us. It's really kind of the journey for myself, really to transform myself, refine myself, I guess you could say. I hate to use the term slob, but that's kind of, if I'm being honest, it's how I felt over the last many, many years. I don't have any style or dress that's what I would call manly or gentlemanly. I wear, basketball shorts and pull over Magellan shirts most of the time because it's comfortable, because I'm really overweight. I'm probably close to 100 pounds overweight. I just I don't feel like the person that I was meant to be in a lot of ways. And I don't think most men wake up in the morning saying to themselves, hey, I just want to be sloppy today, or I just want to be overweight, or I want to be disheveled. I don't think most people ever dream of that, obviously. I think they just kind of drift there, if I'm being honest. They stop worrying about how they dress. They stop eating right. They don't exercise. They don't care how they speak. They don't care about the kind of conversations they have. They don't care about etiquette. They stop building anything meaningful. I didn't one day just look in the mirror and say, oh yeah, this is the guy I wanted to be. It's not like that at all. It's much deeper than that. I think that even when I was a kid, I looked up to people that had a little more class, suave, if you will, sophisticated, gentlemanly. A lot of my friends, they looked up to Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and, Mark McGuire, Peyton Manning. Like, those are the guys that my friends all look up to. That's not the guys I look up to. I always liked Sean Connery, the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Pierce Brosnan. A lot of guys who played Bond, actually. But that's the people I always looked up to. That's always the guys I wanted to be like. And even today at almost 50, if you look at me, I'm 49, I'm overweight, I work a normal job. I didn't grow up with money, and I didn't grow up with privilege, and I sure as heck didn't grow up with someone who was a gentlemanly influence. And that's not a knock on my dad. My dad worked his butt off to make sure his family had what they needed. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, for me personally, I still had role models that I looked up to, but also didn't get taught how to live, if that makes sense. So, I've always been drawn to that kind of life. Fashion, clothes, feeling confident, feeling good about who I am. Eating right, exercising, my body looking good. It's our temple. We're supposed to upkeep it the way we're supposed to, with honor, dignity, and class. And I don't feel like I've ever really done that. There's so much more to that lifestyle than just looking good. It's about feeling good and having confidence in who you are. It's not about being pretentious, and it's surely not about being snobby or prestigious, if you will. But I think there is something to say about feeling confident in who you are and how you dress and how you present yourself with manners and a gentlemanly sense, if you will. So look, this is not going to be a a fashion channel or a channel about cigars, self-help. It's really not going to be about it at all. It's going to be about a gentleman in progress channel, brand, if you will. No, we're going to talk about things like etiquette, dressing better. We're going to talk about building confidence, style, grooming, watches, fragrances. We're going to talk about whiskey, wine and spirits, things I really enjoy talking about. We're going to talk about discipline. We're going to talk about faith. I think that's a huge foundation in becoming the man that I want to be. What it means to actually build a meaningful life. That's what I want this to be. It's not about being fancy. It's not about being prestigious. It's about becoming intentional. Yeah, intentional. That's probably the best word for it. If I had to pick one. And look, I want you to know that I'm not starting this because I have it all figured out. In fact, it's quite the opposite of that. As a matter of fact, I would honestly tell you I don't have it figured out. I'm starting this because I'm kind of tired of being embarrassed by not fulfilling my own potential, if that makes sense. I'm tired of feeling like the guy who knows he should be doing better, but never quite commits to it, if that makes sense. So, there's a lot of things to this. I mean, it's I want my boys to respect the man I am. I want my wife to see strength, not drift. That makes sense. And I want to build this in public. I want that to be part of the journey. I want the journey to be out there for everybody so that I can hold myself accountable. But at the same time, maybe have a community of people that feel the same way I do that want to build as well, if that makes sense. So if you're a man stuck between the person you should be and the person you are, you belong here. Join us. Subscribe. Let's build something together. And welcome to the practice of being a gentleman. We'll see you next time. Peace.